Good morning. How are you? Anna Walker from Anna Walker Designs and StabThingsIntoExistence.com. How are you this morning? I am so glad to come to you, one-woman show, and to touch base a little bit about something that I've been working on a lot. If you recall, last week I was talking about a new mask design that I was working on. It up and shot craps on me, so I'm retweaking it, and when I get back from being out of town with my mom, I will be looking at doing some samples there. But my goal is to make a mask that's very similar to the protective masks that are out there for health professionals and people who work in the trades that need, a mask filter that's rounded, so that you don't feel the mask on your nose and on your mouth. And maybe it's just because I've got a big head and a fat face, but I noticed that an awful lot, and I wanted to work on something that would be a little more comfortable for me, because we're going to be wearing masks for a while, and that's not a bad thing. But talking about masks, I used a template that was free online, this template here, and I created a mask out of wool and a piece of cotton fabric. And I want to show you, it's a very good way to show you how the wool migrates and connects together in needle felting. So I'm going to turn the camera down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the mask that I made. Okay, the red is wool, and underneath the white is a sturdy cotton fabric. Now, can you see the difference between the two sides? This side is just sewn together. This side, I took my multiple needle tool and I worked it to incorporate those two fabrics together so that they would form a stronger bond with one another and potentially a better seal for protecting others from droplets and aerosolized droplets in the air. And you can see just from the little bit of stabbing that I've done, can you see how those fibers migrated through the fabric? That is exactly what felting does. It interconnects pieces of wool together to form a fabric. And whether we're using that for a sculpture, whether we're using that for a mask, whether we're using that for fabric, it doesn't matter, because what happens is those fibers are encouraged to coordinate together, to connect with one another, and to form a stronger fabric. And isn't that an excellent way to think of how each of us should be working in society, to build those connections with one another, to reinforce those connections that we have with everyone, and to realize that we're better together, we're stronger together, and we can face anything together. Yeah, I know, I got on my political soapbox again, but it's my passion, because I know we can do better. And that's not just about felting, that's about life itself. And I'm just going to finish this up here. Now, I am using a multiple needle tool. Makes it a whole lot easier when you're working on flat fabrics, when you can work with not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 needles at a time. And this little sleeve here protects your fingers from it. It also works nicely to let you know, okay, yeah, you've gone through everything, and it's popping back up again. But I wanted to give this mask just a little bit more strength. And see, I mean, even just that short difference, I need to work a little bit more here. And yes, I can work right over these seams. That's not going to be a problem at all. These needles are just going to go straight through. They're not going to sever any of the threads. They're just going to connect everything that much stronger right over that seam. And I wanted to use wool for a mask or 2 or 10, just because it's, you know, promoting what I do, which is felt work. But the colors and the textures that I can get are as individual as I want to make it. Now I chose red because it makes a statement about the blood that's been shed and how we need to really be standing up for Black lives. And red is a way that we can do that. And I will probably stitch on top of this with some black thread something mildly snarky like 6 feet. Or maybe I'll stitch something really, really tiny. If you can read this, you're too close. Who knows? But there will be stitching involved. And there we have it, fully integrated, mask ready to wear, with my nice t-shirt ties here. Although I think I'm gonna have to get another t-shirt tie in here because this one doesn't have a whole lot of stretch left in it. But there you go. And how about I put it on and show you? Hello. So, mask on, ready to go, ready to hit the road. So, thanks for being here today. I will talk to you soon. I'll see you on Monday. And be safe and go felt something. Talk to you later. Bye.